Let's talk more now about this violence in Russia and what it all means for the Olympics. Let's bring in CNN's national security analyst and former Bush Homeland Security advisor, Fran Townsend. You know, Fran, we just heard Bob Baer in that piece say he would be surprised if there were not some kind of attack on these Olympic Games. The New York Times had a stunning quote with officials saying they're more concerned about security here in Sochi than they've been for any game since Athens in 2004. Why so much concern?
Well, look, I mean, rarely do you actually have a terrorist group come out and say, we're going to try and disrupt these games. And as I've always said, you know, when Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda-related affinity groups make these sort of statements, you've got to take them at their word. Umarov, the leader of the Caucasus Islamic extremist group, claimed responsibility in 2010 and 2011 for bombings there then, called a moratorium during the public protests against Vladimir Putin, and then came back now and has said, we are going to disrupt these Olympics. We've seen 3 bombings in 4 days, the last 2 days, and they're effectively deploying these suicide bombers. And so I think you've got to. The other notable thing to me, John, is that they're targeting, obviously, transportation, buses, subways. That's not lost on Olympic committee organizers and security officials. We understood, I was responsible for working with the Greeks. The Athens Olympics were the first Olympics away after 9/11. We were very concerned. And what we understood was athletes are most vulnerable when they're moving, moving between where they're living, the Olympic Village, and the site of the event. And so the notion that transportation is where these attacks are happening certainly is going to unnerve officials.
So we're 39 days away. Give us an idea, because you have a really interesting perspective of the conversation that is going on between the host country officials and these teams from around the globe that are sending their athletes, their citizens, to this place, which is incredibly unstable.
Right. Well, so these conversations have been going on. American security officials, counterterrorism officials have been to Sochi, have met with Russian officials, have talked to them about their concerns. But you bet you these conversations have taken a dramatically different tone.
In the last day.
That's exactly right. Security officials around the world will be asking for detailed information about what was the indications and warning? Did you see this coming? What's the intelligence about additional capability to launch attacks? Are they going to get closer to the Olympic site? You know, Russian officials have said they're not going to allow cars anywhere inside the Olympic compound 30 days before and 30 days after to sort of give some sense of comfort to athletes. But I'll tell you, I was speaking to a former Olympic athlete at a Winter Games who said to me, you know, American officials, just the discussion, just the news of these events gets inside athletes' heads, and they do worry about it. Yeah. So American officials talking about what they're doing, how they're engaging with Russian officials to ensure their security is helpful, and they need to do more of it.
Well, and good to have this awareness. If you can sum it up, I mean, what will be the keys then to security, especially in light of these recent events?
Oh, it's always the last mile, if you will, right? So it's event security around the perimeter of those events, allowing the athletes, once they're inside kind of the bubble of their event, to know that they're safe so they can focus on their performance.
Quickly, is the U.S. satisfied with the cooperation it's getting from Russia? Because this relationship, it's not the best right now.
Right. And so what you're hearing, John, not all of these relationships are equal. In some countries, it's easier than others. We were very fortunate working with Greek authorities. There was a good deal of transparency and cooperation. You know, it's a little crunchy. Remember, it's not that long ago that Russians just expelled an individual they believed was an American spy. And so the intelligence relationship has always been pretty tense.